Hello friends, welcome to iTechkey YouTube channel. My name is Varun Chauhan. I hope all are doing good. I am also doing well friends. Today I came with CWP installation part 5. There I'll cover services config and user account. Friends, before start to continue, if you are new on my YouTube channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get new video notification. Because you subscribed our channel, be motivated to come with a new video. Please enter username and password. Friends, I have covered part 1 for installation and part 2 covered for dashboard CWP setting and part 3 server setting, web server setting covered, and part 4 covered PHP setting, service SSH, and part 5 today services config user account. So click on services config SSH configuration. There we can change SSH configuration. There we can change port number, but remember, if you will change port, so has sign removed like this, and there you can change your port, but I am using default ports. Similar, we can change their user permission and user not allowed for SSH service. There we can change everything which is required for SSH services in SSH config file. Next, startup services. Startup services enable services will be started on the server boot. Don't enable service with which you are not familiar. We can enable services with server boot. For example, adt.service already enabled there, audit d.service enable, autovt at the rate dot enable. So there we can enable or disable the services with server boot, csf.services. So there require services we can enable, or we don't have familiar with the services, so we can disable. There we can enable and disable, these option for enable disable. If you will enable, so will sign green, and if you will disable, so sign will this color. Next, check config manager. Check config manager default run level. The run levels used are 0 halt, do not set init default to this. 1 single user mode, 2 multi-user without NFS, the same as 3 if you do not have networking. 3 full multi-user mode, 4 unused, 5 x11, 6 reboot. Do not set init default to this. There is 6 level is off and 5, so there we can unused 5, so there is default on, default off. There is service net console, network, and these are levels, save change, on, off. Next, services monitor. Services monitor will be automatically restart offline service and send an email notification. All service having exit status 1 or higher will be automatically restart until they get exit status 0. There is monitoring enabled, no. Click on enable for yes. Email notification to enter the email, and check every 15 minutes. There we can change timing, and network exit code 0, network exit status 0. You can click on submit. So there we can monitor service. So there we can services monitor. Next, monitoring. These features are available in CWP Pro services. We don't have, but I am showing you. Monitoring via Monit. Module disable. Monit is a utility for managing and monitoring process file directories and devices on a Unix system. Monit conducts automatic maintenance and repair and can execute meaningful remedial action in error situation. So monitoring via Monit, this service is available in CWP Pro version. Next, user account. Click on new account. Create a new account. There enter your domain. So I am entering our domain goiTechkey.com. There is username. We can select manually also. For example, I am entering iTechkey. Next is password option. There we can enter password. And next is email, admin email. We can enter email. I have entered there. Next is server IP. There if we have multiple IPs, so we can select, but I have only public IP this. We can also select private IP if you don't want shared your public IPs, but I am sharing public IP with the username. There is package. So I'll tell you in next video about the package. There is I am selecting default package. Next is reseller. If you are creating username for reseller, so you can choose this option. If you are not creating reseller, so uncheck this. Next is language. If we are creating username, so you want default language for user, so you can select there. Mostly usable language in English, so I am selecting only English. There is limit innodes 0 for unlimited. If you want unlimited, so you choose 0. You can choose as per your requirement. So I am using default setting, but I am telling you deeply about these things. Next is process limit. Limit number of process for account. Don't use 0 as it will not allow any process. There is a process limit, default is 40, so you can increase also if you want, or you can decrease. Open file 150 you can choose. And additional options, you can use backup user account. And next is you want to allow with shell access to this user, so you can check this option. If you will uncheck, so shell access not allowed there. And next is auto SSL. If you are using server SSL services, so click on auto SSL. Domain must be pointed to the server, and then click on create. Now our user is creating in process. Friends, see, our user has been created. You can check the details. There is IP address, web login, there is domain, username, and password, admin email, user control panel is there available. There you can port number 2082 2083. This is our panel for login. There is a name server available. So our user has been created. Click on close. Next is list account. There we can check username details. There we can check user. So I have only one user, so this is the showing. If we have multiple users, so we can check. So this is the option for maintenance. If we want login direct access via server to your user control panel, so we can log in. And this is the domain status. And there is IP and info go iTechkey. There we can off backup services. And also there is package option. And this is the bandwidth details, disk usage. And there we can account suspend also. There we can click on so account will be suspend. Click on OK. Now our account has been suspended. if you want to delete, so you can delete, and you want to change password, so you can change. If you want to edit the DNS zone, so you can there. Next, fix permission. Click on fix permission. Fix account issues and permission. This option will assist you to easily repair the most common account website issues. There is I have selected user. There is fix permission, fix account permission, chown user file username. These option for permission assign, and try to fix 500 internal service error, and remove ad handler. Fix selected issue and click there, so your issue will be fixed. Next, CWP migration. If we have already CWP server, so we can migrate there. There enter server IP and username, password, port SSS, API key, CWP. You can migrate by API key. I am telling you. Click on API manager, and there allow new API access. Click on allow new API access, and there sort name, there select origin and key code. You can generate their root JSON XML, so please select JSON, and there choose option CW to CWP access, and then create. This is the API key generate for. This is the API key. Then close and go back in CWP migration and enter there and test and save. There you can test the network. Next, cPanel to CWP migration. Friends, there we can enter our server details and root password, port, API key, CWP panel, and test and save, and we can migrate cPanel to CWP server. If we have a cPanel server, so we can migrate to CWP server also. Next is CWP account restore. If we want to restore CWP account, so we can restore in CWP account. If we want to restore cPanel account in CWP panel, so we can restore. There is select your account for import, and there is associate package you can select, and this package is available in your CWP panel, and there you can import. Your cPanel account will be import in CWP panel. Next, user quota. You can change the user quota by editing. Click on packages. Friends, this is the option for package. When we created user, that time I told you about the package. So now I am explaining package option. Click on add new package. There you can enter, for example, gold package. You want add 10,000 MB, and this is the bandwidth option. You want 1 lakh MB. This is the 1 lakh. This is the FTP details. If you want there add multiple FTP, for example, I am adding 100 FTP account in gold package, so you can. And there is email account. If you want 1000 email in this package, email list in this package 100, and there is subdomains 10, park domain 5, and MySQL database there is 100, and add-on domains you can 100. So these all things we can change in package. So now I am clicking on create. So there is package has been created. So I am telling you there is list account is showing. If you want to change package, so you can change here. Now our package will be show. This is the package. I have select gold and click on right sign for save. Now our package gold has been selected. Next, features themes language. There is themes. We can choose themes option. There we can add multiple themes if we want. There is, for example, original themes and languages, branding. If you want to select your logo, there we can choose, but I cannot upload because I don't have pro services, and this is the template editor pages. So there we can change template. So we can change here regarding themes and language. Next is email all users. There we can check sent message, per set message. There is sent message, will we add new message. If you want to send message to CWP messenger, there we can send message to all user. So I need to click on new message, and there you can select all user and select recipient. So if you want entire user to, if you want to send message to all entire users, so you can select persist there, save as persist and HTML, there type your message and click send. So message will be sent. If you want save in draft, so you can these options. If you want cancel, so you can cancel. Let's start to continue. I hope my video helpful for you. Please subscribe our channel and don't forget share your feedback in video comment box. Share link with your colleague if they are planning to web hosting server. Thank you.